Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
Topical back with another video. I am Strange Wang. Strange Wang has social media down in the description box below. Click on those links if you want to donate a little bit of that Bob De Niro to the channel. Those links are down too. If you want to become a Patreon, that'd be great because then it's recurring and you get stuff in return. But if you just a one-time donation, that's what the coffee link is down there for. Or if you don't want to help us out financially, subscribe. It's free. What's also free is this video being monetized, which means there's ads on this video, which means it's free for you to click an ad, because then that's more change in our pockets. And if you buy something, that's even more change. So you get something in return and help out our goals in life, which will be great. Strange Wayne got big dreams, big goals trying to achieve, which one of those goals is hitting 5K by the end of the year. We're at 3. Give us a subscribe to get us there. But enough of that. What'd you say? Enough of that. Let's get on to the review for Reminiscence. I gave Reminiscence 3.1 out of 10 Wangs.
Why? Why?
Because the fact of the matter is, I'm not even going to tell you what I think about this movie, because I don't think I can articulate it as well as one man, and that one man is Chris Jericho. And I'll let Chris Jericho tell you what I thought about this film right now.
Cliched! Let's be honest. Boring! Snooze fest!
That's correct. That's how I feel about this movie, because I was bored through the entire hour, 52 hours, whatever the runtime is for this movie, because it was too long. And I felt the runtime. I felt it in my bones, my skin. I was like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I got better things to do. I could have thought of 100 better things to do than to watch this movie. But I watched this movie for the review. So for me suffering through my pain, hit the subscribe button. But starting off with the things I did not like about this movie is more of a personal thing, but I feel like everyone feels the same about this. Film noir, it just doesn't work anymore. I took a college class on film noir. Strange Wang, he was in there studying film noir, watching film noir movies, and Strange Wang learned that he doesn't like film noir. Some of the movies are great. The Big Sleep, Humphrey Bogart, phenomenal film, but most of those movies I do not like. They're boring, cliched, and predictable, just like this film. And to make this a film noir, even though it's science fiction, Blade Runner, you throw that in there too. I don't like that movie either. Putting that in this movie makes this movie feel like an 80-year-old hooker.
What your ass say?
Because at one time, that 80-year-old hooker was probably a 20-year-old hooker, and she probably was very fucking good. And there's probably a lot of great things about her, but now that she's 80, those great things aren't so great anymore.
Makes sense.
And another thing about this 80-year-old hooker is she's doing the same old tricks, which means that coochie is predictable. Just like this movie, because these film noir elements are cliches, they've been used over and over and over and over and over again, that this film, there's no surprise to it. And when there's no surprise, there's no investment, because this film is predictable.
You dig?
That 80-year-old hooker, she's still doing the same twists with her hands. She's still rotating her hips in the same way while she's riding. You get the point. I'm not going to get into it anymore. Now that I know about 80-year-old hookers, but I just assume. But there's other things I don't like about this movie. And it's the story itself. How it's written. Hugh Jackman, fine. Acting in this film is fine. But when you give actors shitty things to act out, it's going to come off shitty on the screen. And that's what I thought about his performance in this movie. He's good. The writing, not so good. The writing in this film sucks. Like a prostitute. Watching Hugh Jackman in this film is just pitiful. It doesn't draw any emotion because I feel pain or sorrow for this character. I feel pity because he's a simp. He's running around for some girl who doesn't want him. Haven't you heard Eminem Superman? They come, they go, Monday through Sunday. Yo. So, I don't like him in this movie. It's like watching on-screen cringe. And for a lot of the characters in this film, I don't like them either. There's not one likable character in this movie. The closest thing to a likable character in this movie is a drunk. And I don't like drunks.
That's fair.
It's a movie full of LB.
Loser behavior. LB, if you will.
If you watch this and you were like, I like the sci-fi element of this, but I don't like the film noir, go watch Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's got a woman with 3 tits in it. It's got aliens. It's got little people. It's got one-liners. It's got everything you would want in a movie and more. So go watch that. And speaking about tits, I thought this was pointless, and it was immediately thrown in the movie. So we get this boring ass voiceover that made me feel stupid just hearing it. And the girl, she comes in, she's like, she gets completely naked.
Naughty, naughty.
And Hugh Jackman, he turns his head because he's a professional and he's at work. Makes sense. I'm okay with that. But he's like, we have a suit you can put on. And she's like, I don't need it. You're going to see him soon enough. So I'm thinking, I was like, well, sweet. After hearing that shitty voiceover, whoever edited this movie was like, you know what? They deserve to see some tits. And the tits never came. So why even put that in your film when you don't show tits?
That shit whack.
Just like this movie, that shit is whack. I would never ever watch this in a million years. It's so boring. It tries to be smart. It tries to be cool. It tries to be edgy. It tries to be emotional. And it tries and fails. Which I can't knock on it for that. But this film absolutely sucks. And that's my review for Reminiscence. If you go to the theater, don't check it out. I hear that haunted house movie is very good, but I'm too much of a scared little bitch to go watch horror movies, because I don't want people to see me jump in the movie theater. Because when I go see a horror movie, I jump like Scooby-Doo in Shaggy's arms. It's not good. And if you got more time, go and watch my review for Sweet Girl, Eye in the Corner. And that was probably in the beginning of the video. I never put the eyes in the right place, but go watch that. It's on the channel. But tell me what you thought about this movie down in the comment section below. Were you interested in this movie? Have you seen this movie? Etc. You know what to do. It's the comment section. Put whatever the fuck you want to. Tell me I look like a girl. Tell me I look like, I don't know. Insult me. I don't give a fuck. Comment section. You know what to put in there. But scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video. And subscribe.
It's not a game. It's a rich thing.